Hello, everybody. What's up? Yo, I'm making like this video. I think this is like the fourth time. Cause like I made one last night, but then it was too inappropriate. So, YouTube has its issues all the time. So I had to take that off. And then I edited it. And then I re-uploaded it. It still had an issue. So I had to get rid of that too. Uploaded it, edited again, uploaded it, and still they have issues with it. So yeah, I just took them off. So maybe I'm just gonna try to try to be extra PG rated in what I say and how I say it. Honestly, I'm starting to feel like YouTube probably has a lot of ads or something from the meat people or whatever. You know what I mean? You guys probably know more. Like, have you guys seen ad for meat products or something? Because I think that probably has a lot to do with why they keep having problems with the animal videos. You know what I mean? Like when I'm talking about save the animals and all that. Because I don't think there was any that kind of bad stuff where I was just swearing nonstop. Where they had to be all extra, but whatever. You know what I mean? So I just see, this is what I'm talking about. I think it's because the dirty magazines or whatever, they constantly keep an eye on me, they keep track, right? Get what I'm saying? So so I guess they probably saw I was talking about animals and oh no, this could be bad for us because we have advertisers who love meat or sell meat or whatever. So that's my theory. Or maybe people are just reporting the videos or something, which is dumb, because it's how am I supposed to help animals? How is anybody supposed to know about this? I tried talking about it, I tried posting here, but it's there really is no free speech, in my opinion, because even when I'm trying to talk about the good stuff, and bring about a positive change in the world, I can't win, clearly, because it's all about the money at the end of the day, right? Even if my message is proper and it's truthful and it's nice and it's actually for the well-being of living living beings, animals, and I don't know, it's weird, it's for them to try to be all, you know what I mean? Try to kind of stop you or get what I'm saying? Just because they have to make their money and please their advertisers or whatever. I don't know. This is the problem, I feel, as well. It's and then the cruel animal type videos, right? That people should be watching. They should be more aware of all this stuff. Most of the time they'll get deleted. You know what I'm saying? From online too. You know what I mean? They just get restricted or they get deleted straight up. But in the process, I feel you guys are kind of covering the reality aspect of what goes, behind the scenes of how, the packaged meat ends up on your grocery aisles, or, you know what I'm talking about? And it's if everybody keeps hiding the truth or trying to shut down everybody who tries to kind of talk against it or make it harder for them, it's how is anybody supposed to bring about a positive change, right? It just seems if you're talking about something that's going to bring in a lot of money, it could be the worst thing ever, but they'll be happy with it, get what I'm saying? If it's some really unhealthy food or something, they're probably going to advertise it. They're not going to tell you, yo, you could get sick from this and that. They don't care about that. They just want to make their money. Get what I mean? But this is kind of why I always kind of just had the Coke background. It was kind of a rebellious way of me saying you know what, you know what I mean? Because who their biggest sponsors are, right? So it's you know what I mean? It's kind of that. It's but Coke never sponsored me because, they don't have to sponsor anyone, man. Everybody knows about Coke. They don't need advertisements, right? And then, yeah. But I was just trying to rep it, yo. You know what I mean? Because it's but whatever. Anyways, that's not here or there. My point is, I don't know. It's like if I don't even really have freedom of speech, you know, how am I supposed to make a difference? Like I already really can't, to be honest. I mean, I can try to do my part, right? Like not eat meat and stuff, and like try to maybe send a message like this, like how you guys might be listening to this if I end up posting it. Or maybe, you know, you might not even get to listen to this because, you know, YouTube has a very loving relationship with me, you know. So my point is, I don't know how to go about it. You know, I'm the little guy, yo. You know what I mean? Oh, that's what she said. No, but like for real, like if you compare, like, you know, the views, subscribers, and all that kind of stuff, right? I don't even exist, yo. Like I know I joke around about, hey, I'm a celebrity. Oh, like, it feels so good to be a celebrity. Oh, known worldwide and all that nonsense, right? But that's all just for jokes, man. The reality is, like, you know, I'm a nobody. You know what I mean? I don't have like the kind of following that, you know, superstar, rich, famous actors, singers, rappers, musicians, models, YouTubers. What else is there? Yo, what other cool professions are there? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I said singers, I said actors, I said rappers, I said ASMR YouTubers. What else is there? Models or what else? I don't know. Okay, whatever. Uh, uh, Honestly, I don't know, but you get the point, okay? My point is like they have a lot of followers, you know what I mean? And they have a greater reach that I'll never be able to reach, to be honest. Like that level, like that millions and billions of followers, yo. You know, I can't reach that, you know? All I can do is like just kind of say, hey guys, like, you know, I've seen these videos. This is the reality of what really happens to poor animals. For like animal products like fur or meat or eggs, or just testing like products on animals and all that, you know? Because you guys probably don't know this, but like some of the videos that I posted in the descriptions, right, like on behalf of the animals and all that, like the PETA videos, like of the slaughterhouses, they were actually like recorded like by having like someone from PETA who went there undercover. They secretly recorded all that stuff. You wouldn't have even seen it. I wouldn't have seen it if they hadn't taken that step. I wouldn't even know. Nobody would have known, you know? And it's like they always try so hard to get rid of these kind of videos, right? Like you're better off like seeing these kind of things. Like, yeah, it's this graphic stuff, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like I know people got upset because I never put warnings saying, oh, it's graphic material, watch with caution and all that. I did that on purpose, to be honest. Well, sort of. Like, cause the first time, like, I posted all the links in that video, I mentioned, like, how, like, you know, all those links were relevant because I was talking about all that kind of stuff that happens, right? But then somebody was like, oh, you should put warnings. But then I kept, like, you know, talking about that kind of stuff, and, like, I kept, like, sharing those links in the description, but I didn't add a warning to it. You know why? Because it's like if I add a warning to it, right, I felt like, what if like nobody wants to see it? Because like, come on, nobody wants to see like stuff that might, you know, be kind of too much to watch, right? So I was like, if nobody sees it, then me saying this and me trying to put this message out there, it's not going to do much. You know, it's not going to do much good, at least, because it's like, you know, if nobody watches it, like, who am I educating? Like, who am I trying to enlighten, or who am I trying to help open their eyes and help them see, like, the reality for what it is, right? So, yeah, I mean, look, you know, honestly, it's just, my point is, you know, like, I don't know why, like, these superstar celebrity people, like Rihanna or whatever, right? Like, I don't know why they don't just try to, like, you know, give, like, the animals a voice. You know, why don't they stand up on behalf of the animals? You know, they have millions and billions of, like, followers and subscribers and fans and all that. I got none of that, you know, but they have that reach. If they really want, you know, if they cared, they could make a big impact overnight. You know what I mean? Like, they just gotta tweet something about on behalf of animals, or like share these videos, or just kind of just spread the message about it. You know, better yet, they could even make a song or like a rap about it. You know what I mean? But nobody seems to be the voice for the animals, man. And that's the sad part. I feel it's like we have all these people in the media, all these celebrities. They're like media people, right? We have the media. What's really the point of the media, right? It's to like share information, correct? But if you have that power and you're not sharing the information that's important and that's actually the truth, then you're doing a disservice to like your position and humanity and all lives, even animals as a whole. Like you're just like you're all about the money then. I'm saying this because I bring up Rihanna especially or specifically because recently like she tweeted about like some riots going on with farmers like on other side of the world, a country where like she clearly doesn't live, right? But this country has like I think maybe like the top, maybe I don't know, they're like one of the highest size populated like countries. Like they have a lot of people, so I can see why she would want to get on their good side, because she probably like, oh, if I bring attention to this, they're gonna think like I care about them, and they're gonna automatically become my fans and buy my stuff, and I'll make more money. At the end of the day, it's all just a business, right? But and it's like if she was trying to like, if she tweeted, oh, save the animals, oh, stop the dog meat market and like the fur trade and like the animal market in general, all of that stuff, stop all of that. Stop like, keeping animals in little tiny cages or like, stealing their freedom. Like you guys can't even imagine like the mental implications like, being caged up has on you. Like you can have like the biggest cage in the world, right? But I'll tell you, man, it still won't be big enough because it won't be the whole world. Freedom is something else, And like, it's hard to explain, man, Like, trust me, and like, animals are kept in really tiny cages, right? So imagine how much worse they would feel anyways, and they're tortured and hit and killed by people and abused. For what? For nothing. It's so cruel. The fur trade, they chop off their hands, like their paws, while they're still alive, and they skin them alive. But you guys don't want to watch these videos, right? And learn for yourselves. So this is why I have to kind of like mention what's in the videos, because I already know like majority of the people don't really care to watch it. You know what I mean? And that's fine. It's honestly not fine, but it's like, that's like, what can I do, right? I could put out the truth there, I can show you it, but it's up to you if you care enough to watch it or not. If you want to live in ignorance and you want to keep being part of like, the mass murder of like innocent lives across the globe, aka animals, then, that's on you, man. If you're going to be part of that, supporting all that, and yet not even acknowledge like, how much suffering like you're like, causing innocent lives across the globe. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody has like their part. Either you're part of the solution or you're part of the problem, So you gotta pick a side, and I'd rather you guys pick the side of being the solution, because we got enough problems as is, It's like, if I'm gonna be real, I feel like nobody really seems to understand what I'm trying to say. Like, I understand I'm probably not the best at, explaining things at times too. And other times I just have a really horrible way of going about how I say things, and I might tend to swear a lot. Because, like, some things you sometimes kind of just feel so strongly about it and kind of feel helpless at the same time. So maybe sometimes some swear words come out right, but I don't mean any disrespect like that. It's hard to explain, It's like, I'm not a rebel without a cause. Like, my heart's in the right place, Like, for the well-being of animals, like, this is important, Like, get what I mean? Like, it's hard to explain, man. But, like, there was a comment I read, I don't know if I should be dropping names, so I'm not going to drop any names. But, this gentleman said, like, they became vegetarian a really long time ago, or vegan, something like that. Like, basically, they stopped using or eating meat and animal products and all that, right? And they said, like, eventually over time, like, they realized, like, you don't have to kill innocent lives just, like, for them to be your food. Like, you can survive and eat without having to, like, have innocent animals and, like, innocent lives suffer. And honestly, I wanted to clap. I wanted to, like, give that, person, like, the Medal of Honor, like the greatest, I don't know, whatever the biggest medal and all the prizes, awards are. I wanted to give it to that person. I'd still want to give that person that. You know why? Because we need more people like that. People actually real. People who actually see, like, the reality and understand, hey, okay, you know what? People with a good head on their shoulders, you know what I mean? Because the stuff I'm saying, it's really common sense. If you think about it, it's like, like, all lives matter, like, even animal lives. That's what the A in all lives stands for, right? And it's like, if all lives matter and animal lives matter, then why is nobody else, like, caring about this? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's like, but when, like, I do, here and there, I'd, like, see people who actually do care about animals' well-being, and, like, they see, hey, like, it's not right to be torturing innocent animals for, like, nonsense reasons, materialistic reasons. You know what I mean? But whatever, like, it's hard to explain, but, like, it was refreshing to, like, be able to, like, see that there might be other people out there that might also kind of feel how I feel. And that's nice, honestly, because, like, I feel so alone when I talk about this, because, like, honestly, I get it. Like, pretty much everybody eats meat or uses animal products and all that, right? Get what I'm saying? So I can't even blame you guys, but at the same time, it's like, you can't be ignorant, and you can't take it personally when I'm trying to talk about this stuff and think as if I'm attacking you guys for, like, your food choices. It's not that. I'm not attacking you guys, and I'm not judging you guys. I'm just trying to inform you guys and make you guys see the reality, and a different perspective. Because I understand if you guys haven't even seen these kind of videos of, like, how animals are treated, and you don't know none of this, and you just see, like, fancy meat packaging in the grocery aisles, so you get it and you eat it and you like the taste or whatever, obviously you're not going to know what really goes behind it. Because most of you don't even, like, learn this. Nobody learns this, really. It's either you kind of just stumble across it, or, like, maybe once in a while there might be someone like me, just kind of mentioning it here and there, to get attention onto the cause. But I don't have that kind of following, and it makes me wonder, it's like, do people become heartless and, like, just stop caring once they become, like, rich, famous superstars? Because, like, like Rihanna, like, she tweeted about stuff, like, that she knew would help her in her business, right? And get her more fans. But she didn't, like, try to help animals, because she knows animals are not going to buy her CDs or, like, go watch her, like, shows or whatever. Get what I mean? So it's all about the money at the end of the day. But we need to change that, because it's like, if it's all about the money, it's like, what can you really do? Unless, like, the movement becomes so big that, you know what I mean? Like, it actually becomes, like, the next big thing where celebrities want to get into it. They want to, like, promote, save animals and all that, right? But I feel like to even get to that level, like, I would have to, like, probably do so much. You know what I mean? Like, get what I mean? To, like, reach that level of awareness, like, I'll probably have to have, like, billions and billions of fans, like, probably more than them, pretty much, right? So it would kind of even defeat the purpose of, like, getting them involved at a later stage, because, like, we would already have the awareness anyways, right? And, like, if celebrities want to jump in at that point, like, it's all mainly for the money. Get what I mean? Maybe there might be some that might feel for the cause, but most of them, I feel like they just want the clout. You know what I mean? And that's disgusting. Because literally, animals are suffering as we speak. Okay? Literally, honestly. Like, if you were in that kind of environment, even for a second, you'd be like, yo, this is not right. Like, this is wrong how we treat animals. Like, no one. What even keep saying animals? Is because people differentiate human beings from animals. But reality is, like, human beings are also animals. You know what I mean? But, look, I feel all lives matter. Of course, all lives matter. What? Who gives anybody the right over anybody else's life, right? Like, who gives the right to anyone? Who gives anyone the right to, like, abuse animals and, like, kill them and all that? Nobody has a right over any other living being. You know what I mean? You know why I'm saying this? Because, look, like, it's like, if you can't, like, put their life back into their bodies, right, afterwards, then you clearly have no right to take their life in the first place. Capiche? Man, I'm holding back so much because I kind of, like, need this video to go under the radar of, like, so they don't, like, start being like, oh, you're, like, going against their advertisers or whatever. But, it's like I'm not even doing the dirty magazines anymore. They're still on my case all the time, but whatever. But yeah, guys, watch the videos if you can. I highly recommend them. Obviously, I don't recommend them as in, like, oh, they're not, like, something you can enjoy, but I recommend them, like, because they are necessary. There's, like, you can live in ignorance, you can, like, you can ignore all this and just keep being part of, like, this, like, mass murder of innocent lives that goes, on around the world. You can keep being part of that, or you can, like, see the truth for what it is and realize, what? We all make mistakes sometimes, right? But the whole point is, like, if you can get up and change your mistakes and make the right decisions, right? But if even after learning the truth and knowing the truth, you still choose to ignore the truth and still participate in, like, the mass murder of innocent lives across the globe, then honestly, like, you probably should get some psychological help. I don't mean that in a mean way, but, like, if after seeing the suffering of animals, like, you still don't feel sympathy and compassion, then, something's probably not right. You should get that checked out. Straight up, I'm not being mean, but, like, some people have, like, troubled childhoods, so they might not have, like, the same kind of compassion or, like, the ability to, be emotionally intelligent. Like, get what I'm saying? Or understand what I'm really trying to say? Or even care. But if you feel like you don't really care even after watching those videos, first step I would say would be, try to go vegetarian for a month. And then watch the videos again, and then see how you feel about what I said. You know what I mean? Or just see, like, if you, like, start to, agree with me. And if by this, like, first month, like, you're still kind of on the fence about it, go another month. Because, like, it probably takes, like, a month just for your body to start getting used to, like, being away from meat, right? And now, like, if you do it for 2 months, I'm sure, like, you'll start noticing some changes. You'll start, like, thinking things a bit differently. Because, like, if you're eating animals, right, and then animals go through so much abuse and torture that they're constantly stressed and depressed. All those chemical reactions, all those negative, painful chemical reactions and depressions that they go through, by being in these environments and being, like, caged and tortured like this and then killed or whatever. Those chemical reactions, like, you consume them when you eat meat products. Get what I'm saying? Or eggs, whatever. Like, when you consume animal products, you're taking on those energies and chemical reactions in your body. And then, like, your mind, your chemistry starts acting according to the chemicals that's being introduced. Like, all the chemicals that are being introduced, like, the bad ones pretty much from all the animals, and, like, all the emotions that they felt and all the stuff they went through, the stressful stuff, your body's gonna react to that. And obviously, like, you're not gonna be able to think as clearly because your, like, system's, like, hijacked pretty much. Get what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. Like, if you feel like you don't agree with me right now, try going vegetarian or vegan for 2 months at least, and see how you feel. You know what I mean? Because, like, look, I'm not asking you guys to, like, donate this much money on the behalf of animals or, like, oh, this and that. I'm not doing that. Neither am I selling anything here. Get what I'm saying? Like, this is literally just me saying this. Hey, guys, like, be part of a big movement. Be part of the change. Be proud. Be happy. Do the right thing for once. Don't you want to be part of a change that's actually meaningful for once? Like, animals have no voice. Get what I mean? Like, they can't talk like that. They can't go in the streets and protest and be like, hey guys, you're hurting us. Please don't kill us. Please don't torture us like this. It's wrong. They can't say that, you know? But we as humans can see that, right? We can understand that, right? And for us to not do anything about it, that's wrong. Get what I mean? This is why it's so important, yo. Honestly, get this started, yo. All lives matter. I even made a rap about it. Like, kinda. Like, it was really just like one of my older raps that I just kind of like redid like the second part of or whatever. To just kind of like and make it like animal rap. Or like I think I used like a verse from like one of my other raps or whatever, and then I added on to it just for like the animal's sake. Cause like I felt like maybe that might be sort of like a better way of like reaching a greater audience as well. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll post the link to the rap video in this description after all the animal videos. Obviously, you can check it out. Obviously, it's not the best, right? But you know, it's from the heart, you know. And I suck at rapping and everything pretty much. Excuse me. Like I suck at singing, rapping, being professional, you know, all of these things. Okay, I suck in them, but the message, okay, the message is the important part. So I just put it up anyways. Okay, I'll put the link if you guys want to watch it, hear it, whatever, do it. I even put it on SoundCloud for you guys if you want, if you're interested, right? But honestly, but I don't know, maybe I should do it even better, you know what I mean? To like really take it to the next level. But for now, you know, it is what it is, you know, because I'm not a professional at this stuff, guys. Like, honestly, like, you know, like, for me, like, even like this really like rubbish music that I put out before, for me, that was like, you know, like high caliber stuff. Cause like that's how bad I am. You know what I mean? So, but whatever, that's neither here nor there. Guys, look, this is the world I see, okay? This is the world that I want to live in one day, hopefully, okay? A world that understands that the reality of life is that life is temporary. And all we have is right now anyways. Get what I'm saying? Like, this moment right here. This is all you have, you know? And animals are suffering, you know, even as we speak. So if right now is all you have and there are no guarantees in life, right? Do the right thing. Try to help out the animals. Spread the word, you know? Because, like, there are no guarantees in life. There are no guarantees in life for real. Like, I could die any second. Like, who knows? Maybe I'll have a heart attack right now. I'll get corona or something. I'll die. Or maybe I'll, like, die in my sleep or whatever. The point is, anything can happen, right? And this moment is all I really have. And it's like, okay, if everything is temporary and I'm going to have to dip one day anyways, why not just, like, try to do that one last-ditch effort of goodness? You know what I mean? Like, when what's more good and more important than, like, you know, being the voice for, like, the helpless who have no voice, right? Get what I mean? It's kind of like that. It's like, so I'm kind of like trying to do my part in that sense, right? Because it's like, okay, if I at least put this up and, like, even after I'm gone or whatever, somebody can listen to it, perhaps, if YouTube doesn't, you know, create issues, right? And then maybe, you know, it'll spread the word, right? Even after I'm gone, pretty much, right? And even if YouTube or these videos aren't around, even if, like, I plant these seeds, like, in the perfect minds, maybe they'll bring about the perfect change, you know, and bring peace for all the animals and all living beings. And, you know, support and make the movement stronger, because all lives matter, you know? And I don't know, man. It's how it is, you know? It's like, the way I see it is, if life is temporary, right, then why don't you just do the most you can to help others out? No matter how big or small of an effort it may seem, help someone out, you know? If life is just temporary anyways and you see someone suffering, why don't you try to, like, help lessen or, like, get rid of their suffering, you know? Because, like, at the end of the day, we don't get to take our fancy money or cars or houses or gold watches or like diamonds or whatever. We don't get to take any of those things with us. These are all materialistic things, guys. All you really get to like take with you is your karma, right? If you really think about it, if you believe in reincarnation and all that, right? But if you want to go even like a step deeper into it, because maybe you don't believe in reincarnation or karma or regardless, right? So it's like, how can I say anything, right? What can I possibly say now? It's like, if you don't believe in reincarnation and karma, then what can I possibly say, right? Well, there is something I can say, you know? And that something is this. It doesn't matter if you don't believe in, reincarnation or karma and this and that, Truth is, you're not going to take your material possessions with you, okay? When it's time to go, all you're really going to get to take with you is, like, memories, okay? How you made others feel and how they made you feel, stuff like that. And what you're really going to get to leave behind, yeah, you'll leave your material stuff behind for sure, but nobody really cares about that stuff after you're gone. You know what I mean? It just becomes like money, like, oh yeah, whoa, But how you make people feel and how you made them feel and how you treated them, whether good or bad, they'll always remember you for that. The positive changes you did, they'll remember you for that. But if you did bad things, they'll remember you for that. So all you really get to take with you and leave behind are memories. Get what I'm saying? And if right now is all you really have, that means this moment is very precious, because at least you have a voice. You're human, right? You're listening to this, aren't you? You have a voice. Put it to good use, man. Strength in numbers. Divided we fall, So it's like that. But, honestly, it's just, if right now is all you have, and like all you like get to take with you is just memories, and that's all you really get to leave behind is how you made people feel and how they made you feel and all that, right? Or animals, lives, whatever, like the good stuff you did or whatever, if you do good stuff, you'll be remembered for that. And even if you're not remembered for it, who cares? Because life is temporary anyways, right? Right now is all you have, so make the most of it. As long as you know that you tried to make the positive and the right change in the world and try to help innocent lives, what more could you ask for? You did your part. So do your part, guys. Like, honestly, look, you might say I'm biased, right? Because you'll be like, oh, you're probably a vegetarian or vegan or whatever, right? You don't know what it's like. No, I do know what it's like. You know why? Because, like, I ate meat all my life. All my life. In fact, like, even now, it's hard for me to, like, stay away from it. Like, I always get cravings for it, like, intense cravings for it. Because, like, it's, like, my tongue, right? My tongue finds, like, that kind of flavor, like, enjoyable. Because I guess I've been eating it since a little kid, right? So it's like, it gives me pleasure, but when I eat like normal food, like vegan or vegetarian type stuff, I don't feel like that kick. I don't feel the excitement, or like, my taste buds don't go like, oh yeah, let's eat more kind of thing. Like, it's just kind of like, all right, gotta eat this to survive. All right, done. Like, just boring, pretty much, right? But, boring is better than having innocent lives tortured and killed just to please your taste buds.